Good afternoon. Shawn here with Accelerators Organization, ready for another mentor session. Let's get this thing going. Just have 3 questions today. The first question comes from Rohit, and Rohit says, how can I grow my online business organically without ads? I have an international snacks and drink business. We recently have collaborated with a few content creators, not huge influencers, from USA, Canada, and the UK, so waiting on results for that. We are making content on TikTok and Instagram, but don't do so well on views and trying to get that one viral video. Do you have any suggestions of how we could grow business organically as we don't have a budget for ads yet? Thanks. Okay, I've got about 7 mentors answering this one for you. The immediate thought that comes to my mind as opposed to online is, do you have an ability to go business to business and sell your snacks to businesses that have break rooms? Is there an opportunity for that? It'd be cool to get a really high order, $500,000, $1,000, and you put interesting and unique snacks with a brochure in the snack room of companies. Is that something you could do? Another thing is, what about going to all of the companies that have vending machines? I don't know if you have vending machines in Canada, but what about going to vending machine companies and seeing if those vending machine companies wanted to purchase your product to put in vending machines? Is that an opportunity? As far as your online business and doing online marketing, it sounds like you're already doing everything that you can. It just takes time and consistency of doing posts on social media, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or whatever it might be. It takes time to build an audience. But what I have found, and I would consider myself to be pretty high level expert on social media, we have to make it entertaining and provide value to the audience of people that are watching us. And there's a lot of ways that you can do this. You can be exceptionally great looking and people just want to watch you because you're exceptionally great looking. You could be funny. You could be the way you showcase your products. The products could be interesting, but remember, think about like you're watching TV or you're scrolling social media. You're scrolling until you find something that is entertaining and provides you value and is going to grab your attention. As you're putting out content on social media, especially if you're trying to sell something, remember to make it to where somebody is going to want to give you their attention. A lot of people, when it comes to product-based companies, they do not want to see posts that look like advertisements. And you see this with big influencers. They try to create entertaining videos that incorporate the product. So people say, well, where did you get that shirt? Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that car? Where did you get that watch? Whatever it might be. So take that into consideration as well. All right, hope that helps. From an organic perspective and social media, that's all I can think of. And then obviously if you can continue to develop more and more relationships with influencers where they can promote you and they make a commission for the sales that are made, maybe you can build up some good sales that way. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, the next question comes from Kristen. And Kristen says, how do I grow my online business? I have a golf apparel company and have been selling in 10 golf shops for 2 years. I am now launching online for the first time. Amazon is my goal, but it is a long process and pending. I launched onto Etsy today to get the ball rolling with the product I have sitting to sell. Besides social media ads, what else can I do to grow my online retail business? Thank you. All right, I've got about 6 mentors answering this one for you, including Todd, who has an Amazon business. The first thing that I want to think about as it relates to the apparel business, and I'm a partner in an apparel business now, Barbell Voodoo. I'm also an investor in an apparel business company with handbags. Building a brand online, I can tell you, it takes a long time and it's very expensive because it's a very crowded and noisy place. One of the things that we have to do, and I've noticed in the 2 companies of which I'm an investor and a partner, is that those companies have a clear product differentiation as to what makes them unique, and then they put out content or develop relationships with either distributors or end consumers. They put themselves in a place where people are going to buy them. So for instance, the apparel company, Barbell Voodoo, the way that they started their company was similar to going to golf shops, but they did pop-ups in the CrossFit world. They attended all kinds of events, small and large. Once they started generating enough revenue, then they started doing online advertising. So think about where your customer is going to go to purchase something like your product. What differentiates your brand, and just get in front of them. I don't know of a lot of ways to market to golf shops other than to the golf community, other than to go through golf shops, pop-ups, trade shows, things like that. But I know that from being an investor in that product category, it is very, very expensive to do advertising and get in front of people, or you have to have sales reps out there talking to people all the time. I don't know how to do that on a very, very limited budget though, other than those things. Okay, hope that helps. Next question comes from Nick. And Nick says, how do I level up my marketing to stand out in my area locally? I own a vehicle wrap business. There are a ton of other companies like mine within a 20-mile radius. I feel like I'm pretty good at marketing and showing my business well. I do paid AdWords, only $500 a month, and have a good following on social media. How do I hit the next step where I can be viewed first and over my competition? Okay, I've got about 7 mentors answering this one for you. The first thing I would think of, and this happened with another member of AO back in the day, when he said he was spending X amount of dollars and getting X amount of business, I said, well, if you spend $500 and you're getting $1,000 of business, then what happens if you spend $2,000? Do you get $4,000? If you spend $5,000, do you get $10,000? I would continually press the gas on your advertising to determine what your return on ad spend, ROAS, what that is. I would not keep it flat. If you're spending $500 and you know you get $1,000 or more, press the gas and spend more. Also try to press the gas on different avenues of advertising, whether Facebook ads or Instagram ads or whatever it might be. Always be testing new advertising strategies to get yourself in front of more people. Because if somebody's going to make a decision, I want to be, as a business, I want to be everywhere they're going to go in order to evoke a response in them to get them to use my business for that service. So press the gas on your immediate. The next thing I would talk about is, if it were me and there was a lot of competition for what I do as a business, we want to be very careful to not become a commodity-based business because there's so many, right? So one of the things I did when I was in that situation was I got sample pricing and sample contracts from all of my competitors, and I put together a grid of all the different features and all the different benefits, customer service level agreement, timing, cost, everything. And I put a grid together on a spreadsheet, and then I put my company and I said, where do I fall in all these categories? How can I differentiate myself in as many of these categories to separate myself from the pack? And that way, when I got into a situation where a customer was calling for a quote and I knew they might ask for quotes from my competitors, I could already explain to them, well, some people will do this and some people will do that, but what you'll find is with our company, we do this and nobody can compete. So I just made it to where nobody was going to be able to compete with us in our business without sacrificing profitability. So if you have not done a grid, a competitor analysis, and have it on a spreadsheet where you can clearly separate yourself or see where you fall in every area that a customer is going to use to make a decision, I would highly recommend doing that. Okay, hope that helps. All right, that's today's mentor session. There were just 3 questions. Hope you guys have a great day, morning or night, wherever you are in the world, and keep those questions coming. Peace out.